Hi everyone, welcome back, welcome to another Vlogmas video. So I've got another Shop My Stash today, so I'm going to be going through my makeup collection and choosing some new makeup items to be focusing on for the next 3 weeks. And I think I want to change it up a little bit. So I think I want to set a little target for my Shop My Stash items, just to make sure that I'm using them all enough. I think I want to say that I want to use each Shop My Stash item 3 times. Because what I found with previous Shop My Stash videos like this is that I will use certain products a lot more frequently than other products. So in my previous Shop My Stash I had a black liquid liner, MAC Power Surge eyeliner and another one, and I didn't wear them that often. So if I set myself a target of wearing each item 3 times, then I have to make sure that I hit that target and I'm using them all sort of like fairly evenly. So I'll just do a quick little recap on the products that I was working on and my thoughts on them. So I included 4 of my red lipsticks in my previous Shop My Stash. It was Christmas, it was the festive period. December is when I wear my red lipsticks. Now red is not a colour that I feel that comfortable in. It's not my favourite colour of lipstick to wear, but I do enjoy wearing a red lipstick in December. I think it's because it's the colour associated with Christmas makeup. Lots of people tend to wear red lipsticks that time of year anyway, so I just feel like it's a bit more fitting at that time of the year. So I did actually enjoy wearing my red lipsticks, and I do like all the red lipstick colours that I have. They've got slightly different undertones and finishes. So although 4 red lipsticks does sound like a lot for me, I do like all of the ones that I have, and I have managed to find lots of different ways to wear them. I had my Fenty bronzer and my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. Again, products that I really love wearing. I love my Fenty bronzers, I think they're brilliant. And that Becca Champagne Pop highlighter has really grown on me this year. I wasn't that keen on it when I first got it, but I do really like it now. I think it's a lovely colour, lovely product to work with as well. It's not chalky or heavy. I then had my NARS Isolde Duo, which is just beautiful. I think I mentioned that in my top 5 makeup items this year. I will link it for you. I just love the colours of that. They're so warm. They're my kind of shades. They're like goldy, copper, bronzy type of shades. I just think they're so flattering on lots of different people. And like with the red lipstick, that's the kind of colours that I associate with Christmas makeup. And then I think I had my black liquid liner, my Power Surge liner as well, which, like I just mentioned, I didn't wear that often, but I did manage to wear them a couple times. So better than nothing. So a really nice selection of makeup in my previous Shop My Stash. I enjoyed wearing all of the products I picked out. I felt like they were all very festive, and I liked all the looks that I created with them as well. And they worked very well with my Project Pan items as well. So moving forwards then with today's selection of makeup. So like I've just said, I think I do want to put in place a goal for my Shop My Stash items, and I think wearing each item 3 times is a reasonable amount of times, because the focus will still be on my Project Pan items because those are the ones that I want to use up, but I don't want to neglect my Project Pan items by setting an even higher target for my Shop My Stash, but I still want to make sure that I'm wearing my Shop My Stash items enough times, instead of doing what I have done with my previous Shop My Stash items, where I'll wear certain items a lot and then other items I'll wear, you know, once or twice. So although 3 times for each item doesn't sound like a lot, I think realistically, knowing me and knowing how I tend to wear my Project Pan and Shop My Stash items, a minimum of 3 times for each item I think is realistic. So we're coming into January soon, and with January makeup I tend to go for something a little bit lighter in texture and in colours. I don't like to wear as heavier a full face of makeup as I tend to in December. So I'm now going to take you to my dressing table and pick out the items that I have chosen for the next 3 weeks, and then I will pop them on my face and show you how I made this makeup look here. Okay, let's pick some products then. So I've got my base products here, a few eyeliners and then a few cheek products as well. So I think I want to go a little bit lighter in terms of texture and formulations. With the type of makeup that I usually wear in December, it's quite heavy, it's quite full coverage, there's a lot of colour going on as well. So I think I want to strip it back a little bit and just go for something a little bit more lightweight. So because of that, I think for foundation, I want to go for bareMinerals Complexion Rescue, which is like a tinted moisturiser in a way. They call it a tinted hydrating gel cream, and this is quite buildable as well. So I think this would be a nice one for this time of year. and I've got this one in the shade Wheat. Concealer, I'm going to go for my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I don't think that this one is necessarily a lightweight concealer, but it's just one that I haven't used in a long time, and I do have a lot of this left, so I'm going to get this one out and play with this one again and sort of see what my opinion of it is, because I can't really remember. Because I've been focusing on panning my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, I haven't really had much of a chance to use this one, so it'd be good to get this one out and sort of see what I think about it. In terms of eyeliners, I think because of wanting to go for something a bit more lightweight, a bit more pared back, I'm going to go for my nude liner, so Papyrus from Peaches and Cream. I can put this in the waterline, help to sort of brighten up my eyes, make me look a bit more awake. Bronzer, I think I'm going to stick with the Fenty powder bronzer because I'm still using my lipstick as a cream bronzer blush. So I'm going to stick with the powder one that I can layer over the top. And this is in the shade Shady Biz. Okay, eyes. This is my really bright, colourful palette, so that's going to be a no because that one's a bit more summery in my opinion. This is Urban Decay Naked Heat, which is more autumnal. Then I've got my MAC singles here, and I have recently done a video of where I did 5 different eyeshadow looks with these shades here. So I feel like I've played with these recently enough that I don't want to include them anytime soon. But I think I'm going to go for one of these palettes here because I can take the blusher and highlighter from them as well. So Tailor-Made Monday are some nice pinks in there. That one's a possible. Sunday Fun Day is too brown. That's too, again, autumnal. Flirty Friday might be a possible. That's quite pink as well. And then TGI Friday. That's a little bit too vampy, a little bit too grungy. I think that's possibly a bit too heavy for this time of year. I think I'm going to go for both of these actually. So I've got the Flirty Friday one here, which is a bit more shimmery with those eyeshadows. And then this one, which is the Tailor-Made Monday, a little bit more matte, and you have that nice brown transition shade. So let's go for both of these, and I can use the blusher and highlighter in both of them as well. And then just finishing with lips, because I'm going for a very like pinky nudie type of feel, I'm going to go for Nyx B52 lipstick, which is kind of a dupe for MAC Faux. So that will be quite nice with the eyeshadows, and then I'm going to pair it with Subculture from MAC, this lip liner here. And I think as well I'm also going to take my Vieve Lip Dew. It'll be nice to just go for a glossy lip, and I can wear that over the lip liner as well. Okay, so those are my choices. So it's not a lot of makeup, but like I say, I don't really want to be wearing a load of makeup at the moment. I want to go for something a bit more lightweight, a bit more pared back, but I do have enough sort of options here because I do have my Project Pan items as well, so I can mix and match between the two sets of makeup. So let's go and put this on my face. Alright, going to go straight in with the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue, and I'm going to use it with the face brush that came with it. This is the smoothing face brush. I'm not going to bother about primer. I'm only around the flat filming and editing today, so I don't need anything that's going to make my makeup last all day. As long as it lasts for the filming, then that's fine by me. Okay, some of this Too Faced concealer. I've got the shade Porcelain, which as you can probably see is not porcelain. It is a very yellow concealer, isn't it? Then I'm just using my Vieve concealer brush. I usually use a damp sponge with my concealer, but if I don't use a damp sponge for my foundation, I can never be bothered to go and damp a beauty sponge just for my concealer. So a brush today is what I'm going to use instead. That's very lazy of me. I also prefer how it looks with a damp sponge as well, so I always use the brush and go, oh, I don't like how it looks, it's not blending in nicely. But then I don't go and get a sponge, so I shouldn't really complain. Okay, concealer done, just a little bit more coverage there on top of the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue because that is quite light. Right, I'm going to use a Project Pan item now. I'm just going to go in with a bit of my number 7 Custom Blend highlighting drops. I'm going to use a little bit of my Sofa Revolution Fudge lipstick just to add a bit of like bronze. I don't want loads of it because I want more of like a pinky blush today. I just want a little bit of dimension from this. That will do. I'm going to go over the top with powder, which will get rid of some of the coverage anyway. Bit of Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder. Just on a Zoeva brush, which is this brush, powder brush. Just a bit of that Fenty bronzer, just around like the outside of my face and then a bit under my cheekbone and jawline. I don't want too much again because I'm going for quite like a pinky blush. I just want a little bit of shaping to my face. Eyeshadow primer is my NYX eyeshadow base, also in my project pan. Alright, eyes. What do I want to do for eyes? I think I want to I want to start off with Tailor Made Monday and take the shade Paprika Craze and run that through my crease. I've not set the eyeshadow primer, I'm just going to go straight in with whatever colours I want to put on my lid. Nice, you could just leave it like that really for a real basic look. Right, I'm going to take some of Blooming Blush, that eyeshadow there from the Flirty Friday palette, on a flat packer brush. And I just want something really soft, really like pretty and feminine. Let's try it with my finger instead. That's a really pretty, like warm pinky champagne shade. Nice, very, very pretty. Exactly what I'm after. Right, I'm going to use Sangria Seduction, so like a cranberry burgundy type of colour on the outer corner, just to darken it up a little bit, but I don't want anything too intense. With these Laura Geller palettes, you're never going to get like a real standout, bold, vibrant look. It's always going to be very soft and feminine and pretty, very delicate, which is exactly what I want after wearing a lot of heavy makeup in December and Christmas. I then just run some of that same shade under my lower lash line as well. Right, I'm going to go back to Tailor Made Monday and I'm going to use the blusher and the highlighter from this palette. Just using the same brush I used for my bronzer, which is broken. So this is more of like a bubblegum kind of pink blusher, so something a bit more like vibrant and youthful and playful rather than the romantic darker pink from the other shade, from the other palette rather. And then the highlighter, I do want to pan one of these highlighters next year, one of the Laura Geller ones, because I have too many and I don't love wearing highlighter. I wear it because I own it. Then I just put some of that highlighter under my brow bone and in the inner corners of my eyes as well. I feel like I'm doing my makeup in a very weird order. I'm going from eyes to face to eyes to face. Very weird. Now I'm just going to use some Gimme Brow through my brow in the shade 3. This is in my project pan. Then I'm going to put some of that Peaches and Cream Papyrus liner in my waterline. Just brightens up the eye a little bit. Oh, I've left my mascara in my other room. I'm just going to go do my mascara in there and I'll be back to do the lips. Okay, mascara done. I'm going to finish off with the lips. I'm going to start with MAC Subculture. I'll finish talking before I apply it. MAC Subculture lip liner, and then I'll go in with the B52 lipstick. And then the lipstick to go over the top. Wow, that smells sickly sweet vanilla. That's the only thing I don't like with this lipstick, the smell, but I can deal with it, it's okay. And there we go. Final look done. So this is exactly what I was after. Something a little bit more lightweight, something softer, prettier, and I feel like pinks, like the pinks in these palettes here, are just so soft and delicate, and they're really easy to blend. They're nothing too harsh or intense, and that's really how I like my makeup to look when the new year comes around. So in January and February, I like to go for sort of softer makeup like this compared to the bold red lips and like the real sparkly dark eyes that I tend to wear in December. So yeah, I'm happy with this. So thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe if you haven't already as well. It would be lovely to have you here. I hope you're continuing to enjoy your festive break. If you've managed to get time off work or off school, I hope you're enjoying yourself, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. Bye guys.